How's it going, guys? This is Najam. Welcome back to another video. Now this is just going to be a quick video on the Onyx Boox Poke2. This is an e-ink reader. I was planning on doing an in-depth review of this, but after using it, I realized there isn't really a point, and because this is just an Android tablet. But the difference is it has an e-ink display, as you can see here. So I'm just going to get straight to the point. I've got two different opinions of this, so you should watch this video before you buy this. I do recommend that. So the first one is buying this as an e-reader, and the second one is buying this as an Android tablet. And in fact, when this came out, it was marketed as an Android tablet with an e-ink display. And if I go ahead and turn it on, you can see that it's running full Android. So this is the library here. If you go to the apps, you can see all the applications, and this does have the Google Play Store. I've just turned it on, by the way, and it does allow you to play, install any app. So I've got the Kindle app, as you can see. I've got the Gmail app. Notifications work. Everything works on this. This is basically a fully fledged Android tablet, but it has an e-ink display. I'm not going to make this review like the other reviews about this product because I think you can just go ahead and watch them and just get that out of the way. I'm not going to talk about the specs or anything. I'm just going to tell you about what I recommend this for and what I don't recommend this for. So if you're thinking about buying this as an Android tablet, this is an amazing product. You can browse through Reddit. You can just open the you can go ahead and open the Firefox web browser. I think I've downloaded that in here somewhere. So it's right over here. You can open the Firefox web browser, and then you can start web browsing and everything. So that's really cool. You can go ahead and watch YouTube on this as well. I don't recommend it. I haven't installed the YouTube application. I just use the web browser because this is an e-ink device. It's not really used for watching videos and everything. But as an Android tablet, while it does work and it does everything really well, I mean, it has Google Play services, everything really works. Unlike this e-ink smartphone, which I'll be reviewing in the future, this one has Google Play services and everything really does work. Now, the only problem with this device is it has a really small battery. So it has a 1500 milliamp hour battery. And I found that when I'm using this as an Android device with the Wi-Fi, browsing especially through Reddit and everything, the battery life, it just drops quite quickly, and I'd say it lasts about 3 or 4 hours on a single charge, and that's just not really good. For an Android tablet, it just isn't really good. So I don't recommend this for that reason as an Android tablet. If you're gonna buy this for Android, it's very slim. It's very light. It is very small as well. But it just has a small battery, and I just wouldn't really recommend it for Android because it has a really short battery life. Now let's talk about the e-ink reader. I'll just go in here. Now this uses the Neo reader, I think. So I think it's from this side. Okay, so it does use the Neo reader. So this, as you can see, is running, full Android. Now for reading, I'm gonna say it's a 50-50 on this. This, when it comes to reading, it supports every format. You can download an Android app if you wanna use a certain format that isn't supported by Neo reader. Now I have a lot of PDFs over here. So if I go on this one, and as you can see, for reading books that are in PDF format, it's 50-50 because it depends on the book that you're reading. If it's a really big book, is in physical size, you're not going to be able to read it really well because the screen is just really small. Okay, but this it does have some features where if you go on to, I think, if you have the cropping feature over here and the other features over here, which allow you to basically crop in the image. If I go on to so if I go ahead and press this, you can see the full page over here. So this is the full page. Now looking at it the way it is, it's just really small. I mean, that's really tiny reading. You're not going to be able to find this very comfortable to read, but it does have this cropping feature, which I think this one is much better, which basically it detects the amount of text and everything, and it just cuts out the margins. Now if you use it like this, it's really good. It works really well. let's go down to the reading, and this is just perfectly fine for easy to read, but you might want to enlarge the text. And what I do is I just rotate, so you can just look at this one here, and reading this in landscape is pretty much spot on. The only thing is, while the text is very easy to read and it's very nice, you're going to be scrolling a lot more, and it's not as good as a bigger reading device. Let's go ahead and go back onto this. And so for reading ebooks, I mean, for PDF files, I'm going to say it's 50-50, depends on the book you're going to read. So I'll give you another example over here. So this PDF over here is made for a PC, I mean a big screen, and as you can see, everything is just really tiny, it's really small, and it just becomes hard to read. Even in landscape orientation is a little bit hard to read. So for reading books and PDF files, I wouldn't recommend it, but some books do work in PDF format. However, what I do recommend this for is reading EPUB documents and actual e-reading and actually ebook formats. So if you got the Kindle app, you can actually go on this, and now this is the Kindle app over here, and I'm basically reading an ebook, and this is perfectly fine for that. I'll just go ahead and show you another ebook file that I have, which is called Alice. Now I don't know where this came from, it probably was on here. Now if you're going to read ebooks, because you can change the size of the text and everything over here, you can actually make it bigger or you can make it smaller, and you can go ahead and change the spacing. I'm going to just do that right now. I think reduce that a little bit, so that's a lot better. Let's see, go ahead and yep, that looks a lot better. And if you're going to read books, like ebooks, this is perfect for that. And I mean, this is basically just perfect. They've nailed that on here. So reading ebooks is amazing, because this is a 6-inch device, so it's pretty small. It's going to fit into your jacket pocket, or if you're going to carry this in a handbag, this will fit in there perfectly. And when it comes to reading ebooks, this is just amazing. It's really good. You can go ahead and the battery life when it comes to using this as an e-reader is really long, because it's optimized for this kind of display, and it just doesn't do much other than just update the screen when you're reading. And the battery life when you're reading books, it goes for about a week or so, which is pretty nice. And that's if you're gonna do this constantly, which I don't really do all the time. When it comes to reading, I do it from time to time, and it gets me through to about 2 or 3 weeks, which is really good. So yeah, I mean, for e-reading is just amazing. It really is. It's perfect for that. But for everything else, honestly, I think with the Android side, because of the battery life, I wouldn't recommend it for that. But apart from that, it is just really good. It's a really good device. And I do recommend it for only e-reading and using this as an e-reader. If you're going to be reading PDF formats, get a bigger device, which is going to cost more, but get a bigger one with a bigger screen. But other than that, if you're going to read ebooks and if you're going to use the Kindle app, this is going to do a really good job on that. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, ask me in the comment section below about this device. I'll see you guys in another video.